Yo, 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 good people. Welcome to the HerbMan Show. Yo, 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 good people. It's your homie HerbMan. And you back upside the head with another hot banger boogie. Hey, look, go tell somebody your homie HerbMan is on. And if you're new to our program, welcome. All right, go ahead and hit that logo right at the bottom of your screen right there. And hit that notification bell, you guys, so that you won't miss when we come out with a new video, all right? And again, guys, it's free to like, share, and subscribe. Now, what I'm going to describe to you today is what you probably all really need to know, all right? And we're going to be talking about UFOs today, all right? And we're not talking about the aliens in space. We're talking about the aliens that we're putting inside of our bodies, okay? And so this UFO is going to stand for unidentified food objects, okay? And you're going to see exactly what big pharma and big food companies do not want to expose to you guys. They don't want to show you guys this, and videos after videos and blogs after blogs and articles after articles have been pushed out to really start the awareness about what's going on. But it's just something that we got to continue to do. Okay, unidentified food objects that we're putting into our bodies, that our bodies have no clue of what the hell they are. And for a lot of it, they don't even know what to do with some of this mess that we're putting into our bodies. Our bodies are not designed to know what these foreign objects, these foreign food objects are, these genetically modified organisms, or UFOs. These MSG products, gluten-free, sugar-free, low calorie, all of these different things are tricks. Okay, they are tricks to get you to buy the products and to get you to consume the products. And that's really all at the bare knuckles that this thing is about. They don't care anything about your health. They don't care anything about your well-being. All they care about is making the buck. Okay, and you consumer, you video viewer, you who are listening are going to have to make a choice. Are you going to continue to just consume without informing yourself, or are you going to be more food conscious? And so what this is about is unidentified food objects, all right? So basically, guys, what the big pharma and the big food industries are doing they are getting us with flavoring, okay? And flavoring is very important, because if they did not add a lot of these food objects, these unidentified food objects, these natural flavors, okay, to our food, then it would taste like crap, you guys. It would taste like crap. And so they know that they can't sell anything that tastes like crap, especially when all you're really concerned about is the taste of something. See, that's why, even in my herbal business, a lot of people opt out for the best tasting tea, and the tea that tastes like lemonade, and the tea that tastes like this or like that. And so they really don't like to taste teas that are bitter. Okay, that have all of these other different flavors in them that may not necessarily be sugary, but it may be pungent, okay, which is a taste that you're supposed to taste. You're supposed to go through those 5 or 6 tastes all the time, because it does certain things to the body. A pungent flavor, a spicy flavor, a bitter flavor. These all do things to the body that are supposed to be done. But we try to mask these bitternesses, these pungent tastes, and these spices up so that it can just taste sweet. And the big pharma and the big food industries, this is what they're banking on you buying their products for. You like taste. You don't care nothing about what's in your food. So therefore, let's create something that tastes good but does not have any good quality to the health benefit of the individual that will consume it. So they get us on flavoring. Flavoring is a unidentified food object, especially coming from big pharma and big food industries, because you don't know what's in natural flavors. What's in it? It just says natural flavors. What is natural flavors? An unidentified food object. Okay. Preservatives. Second, we're talking about preservatives. These things are what they do to add to the food so that it can sustain more shelf life. Okay, so it can sit up on the shelf for as long as it needs to sit up there until you, the consumer, purchase it. Okay, now these preservatives that are basically chemicals, additives that are buffering a food from spoiling is a unidentified food object to your body. Why? Because you're supposed to be eating living foods. You're supposed to be eating electric foods. You're supposed to be eating life. Therefore, life can beget life. It will give you life. Okay? And the further you go away from eating living foods, right? It's only a thin line. Either it's alive or it's dead. So if you're not eating fresh organic foods that are just been picked, just been caught, just been, whatever, and you're more or less eating then dead foods. So processed foods are dead foods. It has no life in it. So how can it really have any life-giving health benefits for you? Okay. So this is right here is the night of the living dead. This is the preservatives. They are preserving the body, like mummification. They are preserving the foods, okay? They are preserving these foods until you make up your mind that you want them. And those preservatives that are in those foods are unidentified food objects to your body. They are aliens. Your body don't know what to do with a food that's supposed to have been spoiled 30 days ago, a year ago, that you're eating. Your body don't know what to do with meat that has been sitting on the shelf for 2 and 3 and 4 weeks. It don't know what to do with that. It don't know how to break that down. You want to know why beef is so bad as far as digestion? Because it's so doggone old sitting on the shelf. Your body don't know what to do with it. You see what I'm saying? It's being preserved. It should not be preserved that long. So you got to think about your body here as we continue to talk about these things, and think about what's going on here when it goes through and comes down here into the digestive system. How are you going to, when you put a foreign object, or when you put an alien inside of the world, or if you put an alien inside of your body, how are you going to feel when you see an alien? And it's the same way your body is reacting for when you put these things in your food. What in the world is that, and what do we do with it? And if your body cannot do what you're tricking it to think it could do with it, then it has to keep you in constant craving and hunger, because it ain't being satisfied. All right. Third one is the all too well known sugars. Okay. Sugars, they're going to be called dextrose, hextrose, high fructose corn syrup. They're going to put all kinds of stroses on these things so that you don't understand that it's a sugar. They ain't going to just call it sugar no more, you guys. So you're going to have to really know these words that they're using, but you really need to understand that it's all sugars. Okay, sugars. Then and they are really wreaking havoc with these sugars, and a lot of the sports drinks, the sodas, the cereals that we're feeding our children, even a lot of the pastas that we're eating, a lot of the gluten-free foods that we're eating are high in sugars. A lot of the vegans and vegetarians that I talk to, they love the green foods, but they're having a problem with their sugar. You know why? When I mean a problem with their sugar, they're having sugar cravings. A lot of the vegans and vegetarian people that I deal with really have a problem saying no to sugars. You see what I'm saying? And so what's happening is you're still eating these things that are causing you a slow downfall. This is the silent killer here. Okay? And so you find that a lot of vegans are being still overweight, is because a lot of them are still having a hard time dealing with their sugar cravings. Okay? And even those that are not vegan, you're talking about the diabetics, you're talking about the children, you're talking about the teenagers, you're talking about just your average adult is still having issues with these triggers when it comes to sugar and when it comes to caffeinated drinks and all this different stuff. Again, sugars add to the flavoring of foods. And so if it's sweet, see, if it's sweet, they feel like you're going to eat it, that you're going to like it. And that's why even in the restaurants, they're starting to put sugar in your alcohol. They're starting to put sugar in your dipping sauces and all that type of stuff, just to get you to keep eating it and keep craving it more and more and more and more. Now they're starting to put sugar around the rim of your margaritas now instead of salt, right? They want to keep you coming in and keep you addicted to what you like. Remember, guys, they are able to get unidentified food objects in us because of the fact that we just need it to taste good. That's it. And they're banking, the whole big pharma and big food is banking that you are going to want taste over a health substance any day. And they have been banking and they have been correct thus far. Oh, but there's a change happening. And that's why we're on the forefront of this, okay? There's a change happening. There's a food consciousness that's beginning where people are really trying to understand what's real and what's fake when it comes to their foods, okay? And even in our waters, okay, we need to watch our water intake as well, because again, there's fluoride, there's chlorine in the water. We also have, hardness in our waters. We have calcium and magnesium and iron and all these different things which are good. But if you put the fluoride and the chlorine in there, and actually we do need chlorine to disinfect our waters because it's coming through all of this crap to get to us. But at the same time, that same chlorine is not necessarily helpful for us as far as our bodies are concerned. So it's almost like, you need it based on the society we stay in and based on how and where that water comes from. You're going to need some type of sanitizing agent. So chlorine is definitely needed. But the catch-22 is that you don't really need to consume it. So we have to be careful about where we at when we're talking about our environment and what we're going to do. All right. And next here you have pesticides and herbicides. Okay. Now we all know that this is always going to be a situation that's going to hurt us. Period. Okay. And these all are also what we call endocrine disruptors. Okay. They get into the body and they mess with your endocrine system. And now we've already been over what your endocrine system is. This is your pituitary gland. This is your thyroid gland, your adrenal gland, your pancreas, diabetics. All right. Your ovaries, females. And these are your testicles, males. So when you have endocrine disruptors that are coming in and out of your body because they are unidentified food objects and they are just slashing away at the functionality of your endocrine system, then no wonder you're having thyroid issues. If your pituitary gland is out of whack, no wonder you're having mental health. If your adrenal gland is out of whack, then no wonder you're having stress situations going on. If your pancreas is out of whack, then no wonder your digestive system and your blood sugar levels are out of whack. If you're having ovary issues, no wonder you're having PCOS. All right, no wonder endometriosis may be there, or fibroids you may be dealing with. If you're having testicle issues, then no wonder that you have low libido. No wonder you may be dealing with erectile dysfunction. Or no wonder, guys, you may be dealing with prostate issues. All right, because again, these things here, all four of these things plus more are endocrine disruptors. Okay, and they're going to mess with all of these things because your body does not know what in the world these things are. Okay, they don't know what in the world these things are. So if you are eating non-organic foods, you're pretty much picking up a lot of these pesticides and herbicides, right? You guys have already heard of the glyphosates that are in the weed killer and in all of that. Well, that's sprayed over about 80% of our foods that have been mass produced. Okay, that's sprayed over about 80% of our food that's been mass produced. So you're going to get some pesticides and some herbicides as long as you're going to the grocery store buying inorganic, non-organic food items. And even with the organic items, you guys, you still need to do what? The best way we can defend against this at this particular time is reading our labels. And if you come to a word on that label that you cannot pronounce, or that you just don't know what in the world that is, put it back on the shelf. Put it back on the shelf. Okay. And again, don't allow the food industries to trick you with sugar-free, calorie-free, and all these other different things that they're putting out. You see what I'm saying? Because although it may not have sugar in it, it doesn't mean that it won't shoot your blood sugar levels through the roof. And although it don't have calories in it, it does not mean that after the next 5 minutes of eating or drinking that thing, you're going to be hungry again. You're going to want something else again because it doesn't have anything in it. So you want to be more conscious about how you choose your foods. And I suggest that you start first with reading the label on the foods that you're eating. Okay, all of these foods are going to have some trickery to them. They may have a stamp with a heart healthy stamp. They may have a stamp with a gluten-free stamp. They may have a stamp telling you that they are this and they are that. But you have to turn that thing around to the label, no matter what the stamps say, because what they're doing is just playing on your visual, and they're playing on our fast-paced lifestyle so that you won't be focused on anything but grabbing and going. Grab it and go, grab it and go, grab it and go. The fast food industry has gotten billions of dollars off of our ability to just grab and go without being concerned with what's in the food. And they're banking that the next 50 years that you'll continue to do the same thing. And so what this is doing, you guys, is all of these things because we just want taste. All of these things because we just want taste. Okay? And because we just want taste, you guys, then we are becoming sick. Okay? Just because you want taste, we're becoming sick. If you really want healthy choices, then you are going to have to learn first how to grow your own foods, right? How to filter your own water. And if you can't do those, then you definitely need to learn how to read those labels, you guys. Because this is really all you got. This is all you have to fight back with. And if you're not going to utilize your common sense to say, hey, enough is enough. You've made enough money off of our taste and a sick society. There's no money in healing you. So then they are grateful that all you want is to taste something. Okay? Because they don't have to do the real work, which is making sure that everything that comes to your plate, everything that comes in the grocery store is for your benefit. It's not for us. They don't want us to live. They don't want everybody to live 200 and 300 years long, you guys. Now you might say, well, I wouldn't want to either if I was the president or if I was in control of something. I wouldn't want everybody because then you'll use up all the resources. Well, you're already using up all the resources even in your little 60 to 75 years you're coming in. So would that matter? At the end of the day, what all I'm asking for is authenticity. All I really need is real stuff. You know, and if we can continue to eat green leafy vegetables and fruits, then we can allow the plant kingdom itself to replenish itself. See, if you really ate whole plant-based foods, that really would give Earth an opportunity to replenish itself. But if you're going to be mass producing and killing all the animals and doing all that type of stuff so that we can eat meat and all of that, well, then it's going to wreak havoc on the soil and the ground because of the chemicals that you're utilizing to do all the meat production. Okay, the chemicals you're utilizing to do all of the cash crop production, right? you're killing and you're depleting the soil. So either way, we're in some trouble unless we can learn how to take control over what's happening. They are making you sick because all you want is taste. I am here, and there are many people like me here saying, wake up, people. Wake up. It is time to be healed mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that won't taste good, feel good, or even maybe even be good in the beginning to you. But I'm here to promise you and encourage you to know that it will be great for your future. It will be great for the future of your family. It's going to be great for the future of this community, this society, and this world. So I hope you pass along the information. I hope you go out and tell somebody to go tell somebody. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And until next time, love HerbMan. Yo, 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 good people. Welcome to the HerbMan Show.